we live in a time where there's just so much access to everything. I think this constant reach to everything we see is what overcomplicates our lives, and it makes us prone to consuming so much, and we start to believe those very opinions we see online. And every day we allow this imaginary audience to follow us around and tell us how you should act, and this is what you should do, and this is the life that is worth living. Don't take the big risk, but don't get too comfortable. Stay right in the middle where it's safe, if that makes any sense. And I remember I had this urge to start writing and bringing these ideas to life, and I used to constantly go back and forth and, ask myself questions on whether it was worth it or not. This might sound weird, but when I go by life like the best possible outcome won't happen in this moment, I sort of manifest a more free and experimental phase for myself. And I'm no longer attaching to the expectation and even external validation. And I'm now attaching to this idea of revealing who I am. Revealing everything that was hidden all along because of the safety of doing the quote-unquote right thing. And it's no longer this constant reassurance that you need to get this done for the sake of it working out. I just wanted to reassure myself that I can enjoy the chaos of this process, and I didn't want to romanticize my life in a sense to distract myself from all the conflicts and the things that scare me. No, it wasn't just about that. It was more about ignoring the expectations, and those expectations don't exist right now. There's no need to attach the idea of something that isn't there in this moment. Everything in our lives that we pay attention to for ourselves is intentional, and it has meaning behind it, and it's something that we keep very close all the time. But the most exciting bits of our lives are usually random. And in those moments, I finally realized that I no longer needed a reason. I needed to live through every idea that is unanswered and give it reason over time. I started to realize that I was lying to myself on many occasions, that maybe a lot of these things weren't my passions, but there was another thing and another side of me that started to realize that I wasn't okay with being a beginner. I didn't want to just be confused or be lost in the sense with this process. I wanted to have all the answers. I wanted to research every little thing to make sure I am prepared and make sure I am up to date. But there's no need to speed this process of learning and actually discovering things on your own without needing to look for the evidence or the proof that this can work for you. And the only answer is there is no answer. There is no way of you to understand. The only way you can understand is by just starting.